Everybody, hope everybody had a great week. I'm going to do a quick TTM recap for my hits this week. But first, I wanted to start off with a congratulations to University of North Texas, Mean Green, NIT champions. First time ever. Okay, that's it. Okay, here we go. 21 this week. Pretty good. I got one in here that I'm real excited about. So I thought I was getting two today because you can sign up so you can kind of see. You can sign up with the USPS to see what you're going to get that day, which is nice. So they'll send you an email every morning with an image of the mail you're going to get, and it'll also tell you what if you're getting packages. It'll give you a number. It doesn't tell you what it is or where it's from usually. Excuse me. But I have it signed up for that, and it's free. So if you don't do that, you should consider it. It's kind of a nice little perks that they have. So I was expecting 2 of my little envelopes today, and I ended up getting 6. So not bad, not bad. This one is 10 days, 2 of 2. Did not answer the question. It is Mr. Aikman. Now, what I think is interesting about Mr. Aikman is that he signed this card. Looks really good. This also works really well with my 90 set. But he's on this one, he signed on the side. I don't know. I just thought it was unusual. They did one on the side and one on the bottom. But you know what? Kind of cool. Kind of dig it. Works for me. So thank you, Mr. Aikman. Number 2, 18 days, 1 of 1. Did not answer the question. It is Mr. Charlie Kerfeld. The old, kind of hard to see. I will say that the ones I got today, other than Mr. Aikman, although they were all signed, they didn't have the best placement of the autos, or the ink wasn't the right ink for it. Here's a good example. Got this one today. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. 18 days, 1 of 1, didn't answer a question. Mr. Raymond Chester. Now, it's really hard to see. I wish he did a silver or something like that, but I'm still really grateful to have it. In the right light, you can see that there's ink on it. It just, because the jersey is so dark, it just makes it really hard to see. And this card is not in the best condition, but it's the only one I had. So, but thank you so much, Mr. Chester. It was really nice of you. Next is my disappointment of the week and of today. It was a return. I only got one this week. That it was from Mr. Richie Sambora. I had some old rock and roll cards, and I sent some of them out to some folks. It doesn't irritate me that Richie didn't sign it, because I'm sure this never actually got to Richie. What irritates me is that whomever was handling it, you could have just did return to sender. You didn't have to use my return envelope. So I don't know. It's a bummer that it cost you an extra stamp. And who doesn't love Bon Jovi? So I was hopeful, but with all of these artists, these musicians, I never know if I always just assume I'm not going to get them back. So even when I throw a stamp on it, I'm like, I'm never going to see these again. But maybe 5% of the time, if I do get them back, I'll be pretty pumped about it. So we'll see. 13 days, 2 of 2, and answered the question, Mr. Eugene Lockhart from my Dallas Cowboys. Now I'll say, Mr. Lockhart just used an ink pen, which isn't the utensil of choice. And I'm assuming this is the second card right here. That signature is a little rushed. But who knows how many he had to sign. I appreciate it. I did ask him a question. He did answer the question. And so I'm very appreciative, because honestly, that's kind of my favorite part. Next up, I have 10 days, 2 of 2, and answered the question. It is Mr. Ralph Mojasinko, the kicker. And you know what? I did not notice that how they spelled Ralph. R-A-L-F. There's no PH or anything. Anyway, but it's a pretty good looking signature, actually. I got this today, too. I forgot about this one. As far as I didn't forget about these cards. I forgot about my previous statement where the autographs, for the most part, didn't look good. I think that one actually looks pretty good. So thank you. Next up, we'll see. 11 days, 2 of 2, plus answer to question. This one's cool. It is Mr. Scott Heineman, and I got him to sign. He signed his rookie card for me with best wishes, and I also sent him an opening day card from the old ballpark. He signed that, so I really like that a lot. So thank you so much. That's very fun. Next up, 15 days, signed 1 of 2, did answer the question, thank you very much, and kept a duplicate. I sent him 2, because I usually I like to put one in my collection. I like to give my kiddo one to take to school, so he can swap with his friends. He may trade them for Pokemon cards or whatever, or maybe just show them off. But kind of involving him in the hobby is kind of fun. But it's Mr. Albert Bentley. I think that looks pretty good. Albert Bentley. All right, next up, we have 15 days, 4 of 4, plus inscriptions on them. So because sometimes when I ask for an inscription, I won't ask a question. So I asked for inscriptions on these, so I did not ask a question. So here it is, Mr. Rich Carmelo, kicker, signed 2 of these for me. Great Pro Bowl inscription on them. And then 2 more of these, not the Pro Bowl, but he also put the Pro Bowl inscription on those. That's awesome because I'm working on this set, and I just think those look super awesome with the inscription on it. They're really clean signature. Happy about those. 13 days, 2 of 2, and answer to question. It is Mr. Dwayne Henry for my Texas Rangers. Thank you, Mr. Henry. I think those look really good. Next up, 8 days, 2 of 2, plus inscription. I did not ask Mr. Lackey for a question, but we have the All-Pro inscription, and this one's really cool. Super Bowl 26 champ on that one. Very cool. Next up, 9 days, superstar, 2 of 2, plus answer to question, plus sign the letter. 9 days. If you think about it, the time it takes to actually get the mail out and back, that's really impressive. But it's Coach Glanville. Oh my gosh, I had a Glavin the other day. Coach Glanville. Really cool auto. I like that one a lot. Plus he signed the bottom of my letter. And like I said, he answered a question. That was really nice of him. Thank you so much. That was awesome. Next up, 14 days, 1 of 1, plus answer to question. It is Mr. Bob Lacey, signed in just ink with inscription John 5:24. Pretty rad. Then we have 2 of 2, did not answer the question, 61 days. Bill Schroeder got me a duplicate for the kiddo. All right, sorry, I know this video is going long. I'll try to speed it up. 63 days, 2 of 2, plus answered the question, plus gave me a little God bless on the back. That was very nice of you. I will take all the blessings I can get. It is Mr. Ken Schrum. Now, I'm curious. I'll have to look up these other 2 fellas and see if they signed TTM, because I don't have any cards that have multiple signatures, but I really, really like that one a lot. Thank you so much. All right, this one is 38 days, 1 of 1, plus answered my little question. Oh, this one's interesting. Okay, it's Jeremiah Paprocki. You're like, who's Jeremiah Paprocki? He is the voice. He's the new I want to say the voice of the Cubs. Is he just doing, what is he doing? Yeah, he's the public address announcer for the new Cubs. Or for the new Cubs, for the old Cubs. He's the new public announcer. But anyway, I thought this was so cool. So with the Rangers, we always say the voice of the Rangers, and that's who's doing the who's coming up and that kind of stuff. And I guess that's what Jeremiah's doing too. That's how I read it anyway. Since I've never been to a Cubs game, I don't know. All right, the next one. 15 days, 101. Did not respond to the question, but really sweet signature on my really beat up card. So the card's kind of beat up. That did not happen in the mail. That happened in life. Guy Hoffman. Really good looking auto though. If you have any Guy Hoffman cards, he does a good job. Inscribed, personalized, I mean. Next up, we have my hit of the week. Hit of the week. 64 days and answered the question. Listen to that. Took the time to answer the question. Hit of the week, maybe hit of the month. I did not expect to get this one back. It says, to Justin, love, Shaka Khan. Shaka Khan! How cool is that? How cool is that? It's so rad. Oh, man. These are American Bandstand cards I got back in the day that have just been sitting in boxes. So I went through that, and I went through those ones I had for Richie. And I've been sending those off. Like I said, I don't really expect to get any of them back. But that one is super cool. I definitely didn't expect to get that one back. Yeah. Fun. 7, it's downhill from here. So if you want to sign off. 7 days. 3 of 3. Did not answer my question. Mr. Kyle Clifton. Let me switch that around. So I got some duplicates for the kiddo. I got one for my 90s set. Thank you, Mr. Clifton. Shaka Khan! So cool. 9 days, 2 of 2. Did answer my question. Mike Dial. That looks really good. The black with the black and the silver. Very rad. Got an extra for the kiddo. Last one, 12 days, 3 of 3. Did not answer the question, but Shaka Khan did. So cool. JoJo Townsend. That one. And I got a duplicate of the 90 set for the kiddo. All right, well, let me know who you think was the hit of the week. Clearly, you know who I think was. And it wasn't Richie Zambora. I'll tell you that, Richie. Your handlers. What are you going to do? Anyway, it was a good week. I had fun. I hope you guys had fun too. And if you're not TTMing, you should. I did not get any NASCAR returns for the Caleb Challenge. So that's kind of a bummer. That's the only bummer. Got Shaka Khan. Cool is that? Anyway, I'm out. I am doing a cool video. I think it's cool. Where I am blending some of the questions that I've been asking, almost like a highlight reel. And I hope to have like the first version out this week. And I hope you like it. It will be, I mentioned that I get questions and I ask everybody questions and answers. This will kind of go through who said what. And I don't know, been having fun with it. And I hope y'all are off to a great baseball season. I know my Texas Rangers are. And I hope you have a great weekend. Talk to y'all later. Bye.